Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting international craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fabulous indeed. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today. Man, I'm anxious to try this beer. Really, I am. This is from the Angelo Poretti Brewing Company. I can't pronounce the name of the city, but they are from Italy. And this is the Bock Rossa. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Bock Rossa? Rossa. It's brewed with six different varieties of hops. It doesn't say on the label what those hops are. On the back of the bottle here, it says that this is best before, no, I'm sorry, that's August of 2023. 8/23, August 2023. Now, this is a little bit high in alcohol. It checks in at 7% alcohol by volume. And I didn't look on the website to find any other information. Anything else I find, I'll put it in the description box. But I definitely don't have a bottle cap from Angela Poretti, so I will open it up very carefully here. Always put my coin between the bottle cap and the bottle opener, and there you have it, Angela Poretti. That'll be going on the fridge. So I thought it right, only right, to use some really good glassware from Crate and Barrel. Don't go in Crate and Barrel and think you're going to get a $1.99 special on anything. It's not going to happen in there. Now, I thought this would pour out dark because it says Bock, and Bock means, what the hell does that mean in German? I was going to say old, but that's alt. A-L-T is old. I forgot what Bock means in German. Oh man, that is malty. That is very malty. I poured it straight in, and I didn't think it would get that much foam. That is a beautiful dark copper color. Now on the screen, it looks a lot darker than it is on these other monitors off to the side. It's not that dark. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust the settings on this monitor because the color's not quite right. This is a new laptop, and I thought I had adjusted it properly, but apparently not. Oh yeah, that's beautiful, man. Lovely, lovely head on there too, isn't it? Lovely head. Some people don't like the word head; they use foam. I think people are too politically correct these days for that kind of stuff. Whatever floats your boat. How about that? Oh man, sweet malts. Now I got a little bit left over. Let's go ahead and swirl it around and get that last little bit in there. All right, very good indeed. So all I'm picking up is a lot of malts in there, some sweet malts, a little bit of toasted malt. Let's go ahead and drink it. Let's thank the brewers at Angelo Peretti in Italy and everybody who made it happen to come to the States. Thanks to everybody, really. Cheers, no doubt. Wow. Mmm, man. Woo-wee. That is some sweet malt. And right there, just about now, I get that toasted malt. Woo-wee. 7%, huh? Now, when I think of Italian dishes, I would think more of a lager style, Pilsner style would go with those dishes. We had a couple of Italian restaurants in downtown Cleveland years back. They're not there anymore, but they always had good Italian beers on tap, and they were always lagers, and they went well with the cuisine there. Now, this is a little bit darker beer. This would pair well with meats, steak and potatoes, if you will. Now, that sweet malt is really, really lingering on my palate there. It's not off-putting, but I'm just making a note that it is rather sweet. This beer would not be for me on a long-term basis. This would be a one and done. Now, I could drink this on occasion, but I'm just saying as a continuing beer, this wouldn't be for me. Just a bit on the sweet side. Now, if it had a little bit more of those toasted malts in there that I'm picking up, might be a little bit better. But as it is, it's not for me. There's nothing wrong with the beer. If you like sweet, malty beers, then this is the beer for you. Yeah. Now, I've been in a lot of Asian restaurants where they serve this style of beer because if you've had any beers from Korea or Japan, and I'm talking about the dark beers, I'm not talking about the light beers, this is what they taste like. They're malts, they're all malts. And there's nothing wrong with a malty beer, but it goes with a certain type of food. It's not a standalone beer that you would come home and pop one open and say, "Man, it's been a hard day at work," and drink three or four of these. I just can't imagine that. I mean, I guess there's some people around the world that do that, but it wouldn't be me. But there's nothing wrong with the beer. I would describe it as medium body with medium to light carbonation. It's a decent beer, man. You have to like malts to like this beer. So Angelo Poretti, yeah. I am gonna have to find out what six hop varieties are in here, and I will list them in the description box. But life is short, be happy. Try new things like this beer. If you like malts, you'll love this beer. If malts are iffy, then I don't know. You might not like it. Hey, with that in mind, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. As always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure, but the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast, and if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there. that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my Pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.